All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Hey.
What's up, guys? It's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and in today's video, we're going to go over cover 3. And with these coverage videos that we're doing, we're starting out with a more basic video, and then as we add more videos to this series in each individual coverage, they will start to get more complex as we go along. So in this video, again, this is our first cover 3 video, so we're going to be talking about the basics of cover 3. We're going to be talking about the different types of cover 3 available to us in Madden, and we're going to be talking about the strengths and weaknesses of cover 3 coverages. So with that being said, let's hop into practice mode and really dive into this here with our first cover 3 video. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the basic principles of cover 3. Okay, so first of all, when you see cover 3, a lot of times you're going to have a one high safety look. Okay, so what that means is obviously there's just one high safety on the play. If we would go to something like a cover 2, this guy's not going to move because we moved him, but it would be something like this. This is obviously a 2 high safety look when you have both these guys back here, right? So again, if we go back to the cover 3 play here, just to make sure our alignment's correct, we are going to, again, have that one high safety look, okay? So you see that one high safety back here. If we look at the play art, we're going to have 3 deep zones, which is what the 3 in cover 3 means, right? So we have the 2 outside corners in deep thirds, and then we have our safety in the deep middle of the field. Okay, and then underneath we have 4 zone defenders. We have 2 hook curls, and then we have 2 curl flats. Okay, so these 2 middle backers here, safeties, whoever you have in here, are going to be hook curl defenders. Okay, so they're going to be these short yellows over the middle of the field. And then our 2 slot defenders here are going to be in curl to flat zones. Okay, so they're typically going to play back here to this curl area, and they'll come down to the flat to defend if they throw it underneath. Okay, so this is what your base cover 3 is going to look like. Again, you're going to have the 3 deep, 4 underneath coverage. The good thing about this is it's a very balanced coverage, right? So we do have some defenders deep, right? We're not lacking in deep defenders, and we're also not lacking in underneath defenders. Okay, so we're going to be really in between a cover 2 and a cover 4 here, as the name and number suggests, but it's going to be really good to keep some extra people down here in the box, right? Because we only have the 1 high safety, so we're going to be rotating this other safety down here into the box. So we have a good 8 defenders here close to the line of scrimmage to defend the run. And again, they're also able to defend the pass pretty well, just due to where the zones are distributed throughout this coverage. When it comes to the type of cover 3s that are available to us in Madden, we're really going to have 3 main options. Okay, we're going to have cover 3 sky, we're going to have cover 3 buzz, and we're going to have cover 3 theme or cover 3 buzz seam. Okay, so cover 3 seam or buzz seam, if you see the word seam in the coverage name, it does mean that it's a matching type of cover 3. Okay, in previous years it's been called cover 3 match or cover 3 buzz match. This year they did change it to the word seam, but again, it's the same thing as what cover 3 match would have been in previous years. Cover 3 sky and cover 3 buzz are going to be very similar coverages. It's just the S for sky or the B for buzz is determining which of our defenders is going to be playing the curl flat. Okay, so in cover 3 sky, we're going to have our safety playing the curl flat. If we would go to a cover 3 buzz, we're now going to have the backer for buzz. He's going to be playing the pink or purple zone. Okay, so that's the only difference really between cover 3 sky and cover 3 buzz is which of these defenders is playing the purple and which of these defenders is playing the yellow. Okay, so that's really going to be the only difference here on this backside. And again, if you do have cover 3 seam, you're going to see that these purple or pink zones now switch to a seam flat coverage, whereas when we are in a cover 3 sky or a normal cover 3 buzz, it's going to be in a curl flat. Okay, so if you do come out and you're playing they're curl flats that are on the field, then that's going to tell us that we are in a normal spot drop zone coverage. If they are seam flats, then that's going to tell us that they are a matching type of zone coverage. Okay, if you do come out in a cover 3 seam and your pink or purple zones here are seam flats, we can shade up and it will turn it into a curl flat, just so you do know that. But again, the stock play, again, your matching zones are going to have seam flats, and your normal spot drop zones are going to have curl flats initiated with them. When it comes to the strengths and weaknesses of cover 3, we've already touched on the strengths a little bit. Again, it's a very balanced coverage. We have good amounts of defenders underneath, and we have a decent amount of defenders over the top as well. So there's not really any deep or shallow area of the field where we're severely lacking defenders to cover that area, correct? And also, like we said, it is very good in the run game because we do drop that extra defender down here in the box. So again, we have these 8 defenders here who are all available to stop the run, okay? So again, very good in the run game and a pretty balanced coverage in the pass game as well. Those are the main strengths we're going to have of cover 3, and it's a very symmetrical defense as well, right? We have 1 yellow and 1 purple in a deep outside zone to the left. We have 1 yellow and 1 purple in 1 deep outside zone to the right. And then we have the deep middle safety playing here in the middle of the field, right? So it's symmetrical. It's a very balanced defense, and it is good in the run game because we do drop that 8th defender down into the box, okay? Now, where it is weak, there's going to be 2 primary areas of the field or concepts that can beat us in cover 3 normally, right? And those are going to be down the seams and then when they're running flood concepts, okay? So first of all, if they're running down the seams, right, if they're running these verticals, it's going to really stress our deep middle of the field safety, okay? So you see here, this deep middle of the field safety is going to have to pick which of these 2 inside receivers, right, Y or A, which one is he going to go after, okay? So if we are on offense, we would really just need to see which one he goes after, and then we would throw the other way, right? So again, it doesn't really matter, but you're going to see these seams are going to be open because that safety can't really cheat to one side or the other, because if he does, then it's going to obviously open up the other, right? So if that middle of the field safety ran right, then we could just hit this guy in the left seam, right? So again, you can see these seams are open against cover 3, so that's going to be one weakness we do want to make sure we are aware of if we're on defense. And then the second one is going to be if they run a flood concept, okay? So if you see the right side of the screen here, right, they only have 2 defenders over there, right? The hook curl is not going to get out wide enough, right? So you have the curl flat and you have the deep zone, all right? So with the curl flat and the deep zone, that's 2 defenders. And then we have obviously 3 routes flooding that side of the field. Okay, so we have the outside streak, which should take the blue zone deep. And then we have the curl flat, right? He has to decide between the tight end on the corner and the running back on the flat route. Okay, so if we say hike here, you can see that we can throw this underneath if he does start to go back with that corner route. Okay, so that's going to be an easy 5 yards every time if that guy does go back. So we can watch that again real quick, right? So you can see here, we're flooding. He starts to turn with that guy, leaves the underneath open. And then if they do go with something where they do have that guy underneath in coverage, right, where the flat zone is now going to bite down on our flat route, then you're going to see that we are going to have the corner route open because of the flood, right? Now, with that, he got there a little too quick, but you can see that that was going to be an open space in the field as our outside receiver does run off this coverage, right? So again, as he runs back, if we would have waited a second to throw this, he wouldn't have been able to come down. But you can see this open area of the field that's, again, opening up for these flood concepts. So again, you do want to be aware of this when you are running cover 3, that is going to be the 2 primary areas of the field that you really want to focus on stopping if you are in this type of coverage, right? We do want to focus on the seams down the middle, and we want to focus if our opponent is running a lot of flood concepts to the sides. We're really going to have to adjust our defense, and we can't run no stock cover 3 and expect to stop those 2 concepts. If you've made it to the end of this video, odds are you're serious about becoming a better Madden player, and we're here to help. On our website at HuddleGG, $9.95 a month unlocks all of our full game plans created by some of the best Madden players in the world. You'll also have access to our private Discord, where Madden pros will answer your questions and help take your game to the next level. Have a great day.